What makes gratitude powerful? Hi, I'm Reverend Andrew Bozeman, and this is On the Wings of Your Mind. So what makes gratitude powerful? Well, there are two areas where its power has an effect. Externally, that is how it affects the world around you, and internally, the effect it has on you. Now, most of us can remember being instructed over and over as children to say thank you. I can remember whenever I received a gift or a kindness from someone, my mother would always say, "So what do you say?" And of course, the appropriate answer was, "Thank you." Showing gratitude is something we're conditioned to do from childhood. It's called good manners. But expressing gratitude is not a behavior that we drop when we grow out of childhood. In the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 11, Paul writes, "When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things." Fortunately, saying thank you is not a childish thing. Gratitude is not a behavior restricted to children. If you look at saying thank you as only a childhood requirement to please your parents or just an expression of good manners to be socially acceptable, then you have misunderstood a very powerful tool in building a successful life. Yes, it is an expression of being grateful for what you have received, but it goes way beyond the words of gratitude that you express on the physical plane. For spiritual warriors, gratitude is a state of mind that amplifies the attracting power of your being. For spiritual warriors, gratitude is a shield of positive emotion that uplifts you when there is danger of slipping into a dark emotional state. For spiritual warriors, gratitude is an influential stream of energy that transforms situations that could become negative into situations that turn positive and empowering. Gratitude elevates you and your worldview, and it fills you with energy and confidence. Please, remember to click on the thumbs up button below, and if you haven't already done so, please choose to subscribe. If you are on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, then please choose like below the video, and please choose to follow. Also, remember, I'd love to see your comments, your thoughts, and your questions. So please use the chat box, which is usually on the right side of the screen in YouTube and below the screen in Facebook. So as you know, in past broadcasts, I have placed great emphasis on the fact that you are an individualized expression of infinite intelligence. You are a being of light. You are composed of energy. And because you are composed of energy, you are not a solid physical object, despite what your eyes may tell you. In fact, nothing that exists on this so-called physical plane is a solid physical object. You and everything around you are vibrating at a high frequency. It all appears to be solid, just like a strobe light appears to be a steady beam of light when it reaches a certain rate of flashing. Because everything is vibrating, there's a certain amount of movement around you at all times. So your vibration can attract other objects or situations or circumstances that are in sync with your vibration. And the mechanism that determines your rate of vibration and what it attracts is your state of mind, the way you think, the things you think, the emotions you feel and suppress, the emotions you feel and express are all part of your state of mind. And your state of mind determines your vibrational frequency. Your mind determines whether you are broadcasting the vibration of darkness, anger, disaster, and negative experiences, or if it is broadcasting the vibration of peace, harmony, love, and positive experiences. Energy follows thought. Energy follows thought. Energy follows thought. So what does that got to do with gratitude? Well, it's a matter of focus. You see, if my mind is focused on deficiency and the things that I do not have, if my mind is focused on how well others are doing and how much better they are doing than I am, if my mind is focused on the perception that unpleasant things always happen to me, then my life is going to reflect the way I think. And I'm going to continue to have negative experiences. And I'm going to continue to descend deeper and deeper into darkness. Because we are vibrational beings, and because we are broadcasting out into the world who we are and what we think about, then we attract to us the things and the situations that resonate with who we are, that resonate with our vibration. When your mind and vision are filled with darkness and despair, you are sending out signals to the universe that say, send me more of that. Send me more misfortune. Send me more pain. Send me more difficulty. Because that's all I think about. An important thing to remember is that the universe does not give you what you want. The universe gives you what you are. And what you are is determined by your vibration. Of course, you might complain that negativity is all you think about because negativity is all you're experiencing. Hey, I can relate to that. There were times in my life when negativity was all I seemed to be having as well. But let me warn you, if that is the case, if you are surrounded by negativity, then you need to get to work right away to turn that around. Now that may sound a bit harsh, but it is critical that you realize this. You are not an insignificant lump of protoplasm who has no power. That's a lie. You are a spiritual being having a human experience who has forgotten who you are. You are a divine creation of infinite intelligence. You are an individualized expression of infinite intelligence. Get this. You are in this physical life on this earth plane basically for training. Earth is basically a spiritual obstacle course. We are, in essence, in basic training. So just like the drill instructors in military work to tear you down so they can build you back up, life is going to rip away the unnecessary aspects to get down to your core so that you can build yourself back up in order to fully express your tremendous divine power. We are powerful beings. We are. We have been given the power to make our lives work. When we entered this life, we already knew how to make it work, but then the trauma of being born into this tiny body erased our memory, and we forgot how to use the power we came in here with. Consequently, we stumble around in our lives making mistakes, right and left. But we pick up lessons as we go. Now, some of those lessons we learn from others who want to share what they have already learned. Other lessons we just have to pick up on our own in that school of hard knocks. Some of the things we learn, we have to drop because we outgrow them or they lead us down the wrong path. While other things we learn work for us, and we keep pushing those buttons because they work for us. We keep pushing those buttons to get ourselves on an upward trajectory. And that one button that will lift you and guide you to more rewarding pathways and situations and circumstances and events and gifts is gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude builds on itself and gets stronger every time you use it. Gratitude builds power and works at multiple levels all the time. Once you learn how to use it and trust it, gratitude just keeps on getting better. Now, when I talk about gratitude, I'm not just talking about saying thank you to people when they give you something or thank you to people when they treat you with kindness. I'm talking about saying thank you to infinite intelligence. Thank you to infinite intelligence until it becomes like a prayer. Say thank you to infinite intelligence for the big things you receive. Say thank you to infinite intelligence for the little things you receive. Say thank you to infinite intelligence for the intangible things you receive. Say thank you to infinite intelligence for the physical things you receive. If you make gratitude a part of your daily life, you will be saying thank you many, many, many times a day. Many times. What do I mean by that? Let me give you some examples. I went to a doctor's appointment. It was on an upper floor of the building. And when I got to the elevator bay, the elevator doors opened before I could push a button. And I said, thank you. When the appointment was over and I returned to the elevator bay at the upper floor, the elevator arrived and the doors opened again before I could push the button. And I said, thank you. When I was at the grocery store, coming to the checkout area and looking for a short line, the cashier station in front of me opened to take me right away. And I said, thank you. When I had to buy a loaf of bread and went to the bread shelves to pick up my favorite kind of bread, my bread was on sale. And it was sold out, except for that one last loaf that was sitting there waiting for me. And I said, thank you. When I was ready to leave the store, the heavy rain that had everybody waiting underneath the awning until it stopped, well, it stopped then and there. So I was able to go to my car without getting wet. And I said, thank you. When I unloaded my groceries into the car and then I got into the driver's seat and closed the door, the rain started again. And I said, thank you. There was recently a television program I decided that I wanted to watch, but I got distracted and I forgot about it. And then later, my cat stepped on the remote and the TV switched on to the program that was just starting, the one I had wanted to watch. And I said, thank you. I was running short on funds because of some unexpected expenses, and my retirement check was not due for another few days. So as I was sitting there mentally juggling how to make it through the next few days, I got a phone call. It was someone who had just had some good luck, and they wanted to share it. So she sent me $100 because my name came into her mind. And I said, thank you. But those were just circumstances, conditions. Those were just coincidences, you might say. Coincidences. Coincidences. Yeah, they were. If that's how you want to look at it, those were coincidences. But if you're a spiritual warrior, you know that there's no such thing as a coincidence. You know that it's all infinite intelligence. So saying thank you for every little thing that happens to you, for every little gift that comes to you, and I don't care how little it is, you say thank you, and it builds a field of positive energy around you that will attract more positive occurrences to be thankful for. Don't wait for something big to surprise you. Look for something good no matter how small and be grateful for it. When you wake up in the morning, say thank you. When you brush your teeth, say thank you for the brush and the toothpaste. When you put on your clothes, say thank you because they're clean, or say thank you because you even have them. Take a deep breath and say thank you. Why would you do that? Why? Well, what you're doing is forcing yourself to be more consciously aware of the good things in your life, no matter how small. These are your blessings. And by being grateful for them, being grateful for your blessings, and expressing gratitude for your blessings, you are broadcasting to infinite intelligence that these are the kinds of things you want in your life. and you are broadcasting an invitation that says, send me more of that. When you invite more by pumping up your gratitude, the law of attraction must comply and respond by attracting more of those things into your life that you are giving thanks for. One day last week, my wife and I were in a stressful event-packed day. It was wall-to-wall stuff. And by the end of the day, we were drained. But it was time to eat. But neither of us had the energy to cook. And so we're sitting there thinking about, what are we going to do for dinner? When the doorbell rang, it was one of our neighbors. They had just come back from my wife's favorite pizza restaurant, and they thought about us and decided to buy us a gift. They brought us a pepperoni pizza and an order of chicken wings. Of course, we said thank you to them and then profusely thanked Infinite Intelligence. So gratitude can have profound effects on how the world around you reacts to you. But what does gratitude do to your inner life, to your health, to your relationship with yourself? What? Let's talk about it tomorrow. In the meantime, let's close with prayer. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for bringing all of us together in this life so that we may become spiritual warriors and join in the work we have come here to do. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for bringing us into this space of awareness and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationship to life and infinite intelligence. Thank you for showing us who we really are. We open our minds and hearts to the truth of our being. We are the children of God. We are individualized expressions of infinite intelligence. And because we are part of the greater whole, we are beginning to understand our value to the continuity of life on this planet. As we become channels of your power, Infinite Intelligence, we can feel your presence within ourselves and within our lives more and more. We know that as we feel your presence within our lives every day, we will rise because we are no longer cut off from you by being immersed in the darkness of fear, anger, and the pain of unforgiveness. So we are now restoring our connection through the grace of forgiveness, knowing that as we learn to forgive ourselves for the pain we have caused to ourselves, and as we learn to forgive those who have inflicted pain upon us, our connections will grow stronger, and our lives will grow happier and healthier and more prosperous. And for this, we are truly grateful. As above, so below. As within, so without. And so it is. Amen. Please click on the thumbs up button below the video, and if you haven't already done so, please choose to subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please remember to choose like and follow. Remember, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your shares, your experiences. So please use the chat box below the video. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow so we can continue this conversation. In the meantime, I am Reverend Andrew Bozeman, and this is On the Wings of Your Mind.